Welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining us one more time. Hey, today, game week 1. We're going to discuss Liverpool versus Norwich, or should I say Norwich versus Liverpool. We will discuss about the rest of some of the games that happened in the Premiership this weekend. So thank you again. Subscribe, like, and share. Let's go. Welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Guys, I'm buzzing this weekend. I'm so excited about how the EPL came in with a bang. This weekend's game, every single one of them were amazing. I enjoyed every single one of them. I didn't watch all of them, but I watched quite a few of them. Guys, before we continue, share, subscribe, like, notification bell. Thank you again, like I said, and let's discuss Liverpool. I mean, first half, I was expecting us to come in like all guns blazing, but the thing that surprised me was we were a little bit subdued, controlled. We weren't rushing things. We were taking our time with everything. I was pretty impressed. First half, our position sense was nice. It wasn't, like I would say, 10 out of 10, but it's the first game. So, people are going to be a little bit rusty. People got the jitters. So things were a little bit, slow. But what I saw was the team was calm and patient. They were not rushing things. They would try. If it doesn't work, they recycle it, and then they try it again. Our counterattack was so fast. I mean, Salah ball to Jota, some people say it wasn't a pass, but hey, the pass from Trent, all you need to do is just touch, and the ball was perfectly cushioned for Jota to put the ball in the net. And how Jota was also able to think so fast. He's always on his feet. He's a predator in the box. And that's what we needed Liverpool for, especially last year. When he was injured last year, we struggled. It wasn't the defense only. Simicats, first half, he was trying to find his way. Robo is a special kind of player. So filling his shoes is very hard. And last year, Simicats, COVID, injuries, he didn't get that much playing time. So today, he was struggling a little bit. But first half, you could see he was trying slowly and slowly and slowly. And one thing about Jota also is Jota was misplacing a lot of balls in the first half. I think sometimes he was thinking way too fast. And that's the difference between him and Bobby. Bobby would have held the ball a little bit more just to get the other two with him, which has always been the blessing and the curse in terms of Bobby. But Jota, he's a predator. He just want to put the ball in the back of the net. So a lot of times his movement was a little bit faster than the other Mane and Salah to catch up. So some of his passes was being misplaced. But we were 1 goal up thanks to Jota. Norwich did had a few, I would say they were trying to get behind us, but if the ball had gone in the back of the net, I believe that would have been offside. They tried, but what I say is Cantwell was very worried about Trent. So Cantwell is a very good, talented player, but Trent was scaring him a lot of times. Second half, in the beginning, I believe maybe the first 10, 15 minutes, we were too relaxed. I think that we didn't get out the gate as in second half what Liverpool normally do. We were a little bit slow. So what did Klopp do? He brought in Fabinho and Firmino. Firmino came in for Jota, and Fabinho came in for Ox. So what allowed it is he pushed Milner into the other number 8, and Keita was also on his left side. And that the midfield now is able to control, because you all know Bobby can always drop deep and control the midfield as a number 10. And then as soon as Bobby got in there, the front 3, a quick tiki-taka, Bobby, go. Facile. Easy pass from Salah. Simicas, a couple of times in the second half, he was losing his concentration. And one time he made a big one where Milner had to go put it, tell him, hey, my man, snap out of it. But the thing is, you could understand the man hasn't played a full 90 minutes with Liverpool ever. So you could tell that he was struggling a little bit. And what's the name? Even Klopp said it. He said 80 minutes, he was great. But in between those 10 minutes, he was all over the place. Salah's goal from the corner kick, the first touch, he just placed it right there where his left foot always is to make it easy on him, and then shot, it went in. Beautiful goal. You can't ask nothing better from that. Salah played so well I'll talk more about individual players, but Salah played so well, Keita played to 80-minute club, brought Elliott in, and looking at club face is like, wow, this is my kid. Finally, Keita played the whole game without getting injured. Thank you, Lord. Alisson didn't have much to do, but when he was called upon, this man made 3 saves in about 10 seconds. The one that was literally like 3 yards away, and he saved it. Man was like playing handball, volleyball, something. Becca, bullet catcher, that's my man, That's why we have him, because in those type of situations, you need a super goalie like that, And honestly, the whole game, I didn't really feel threatened. It's not because it's Norwich. It just, maybe it's also because they were only attacking Pookie all the time in the box. So maybe that the threat level wasn't too much for me. But what I would say is Liverpool had everything under control. Maybe that's the best way I could say it. Liverpool had everything under control. So personally, I wasn't worried when they were going behind the back line. Hey, Virgil played, the big man played. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be Matip and Konate, but Klopp is trying to get as many games for the big Virg so that he will get super fit. But hey, Virgil was good. The back four was nice. The middle, Ox was a little bit off. He was trying, but he wasn't pulling any trees. You know what I'm saying? He tried, but he was not doing too well. The front three with Jota was very direct. When Bobby came in, it became more subdued and more controlled, as we already know, because Bobby is the system. So when he's in, the other two are more effective because he passes the ball to them all the time. In terms of ratings, let me rate these guys because I don't even know who to give the man of the match, because to me, there was 2 people who stood out, Matip and Salah. But I'll give my man of the match later after these ratings. So guys, Alisson, please, before I continue, share, subscribe, like, notification button. Alisson, I give him an 8. And the reason why I give him an 8 is because he didn't have much to do, but that save that he made to keep the clean sheet was very important. That's how you need a super goalie to do that for you, because a lot of times your front four are so good, or your defensive structure is so good that the goalie have nothing to do, and then something will happen and they cold. But guess what? Alisson was never cold. So that save, reason why I gave him an 8. Virgil, I gave Virgil a 7. He was calm, cool, collected, and rusty. But hey, the man been out for about 9 months, so you expected it. But still, this is a Premier League game. And he was still, you could see he was puffing and puffing a little bit, but it was a perfect game for him to slowly get his game, his game match fitness back. And I give him a 7 because he was just Virgil. At his worst, he's a 7. Matip, I gave him an 8. if I rated it between, I did the 0.5 stuff, or I give him an 8.5, but I just give him an 8. Man was just solid. I mean, ball control, penetrating with the ball. That's something that we miss so much. You know, when you have Virgil and Matip can hold the ball and basically drive with the ball all the way to the midfield. Virgil can switch them from defense to attack within a blink of an eye. Those were those things that we've been missing that caused us not to play the way we wanted to play, you know? So Matip, he was everywhere, solid. You could not pass him, you know? Tsimikas, I gave him a 7. His first 90 minutes, he did well. He made a few mistakes, but it was just mental lapse. He hasn't played 90 minutes with Liverpool before, so he did very well. I give him a 7 for that. Trent, hey, my man Trent gets an 8. You know, he looks sharp. He is focused. He was bombing forward and coming back. The guy has gotten some muscle on him. You know, he's feeling the meaty on him. So, like I said earlier, Cantwell could not come all the way forward, because every time he come in, it's like, this guy's going to bomb forward. So I had to help the left back. So Trent, his passes, that pass to Salah that's caused the first goal. That's why I'm giving him an 8. Milner, I'll give Milner a silent 6. And the reason why was the man was just a silent leader. You know, he didn't do much, but he took care of the trash. You know, things that you're not paying attention. That's what Milner was doing. He started from the number 6 position, and when Fab came in, he moved on to number 8. So he was quiet, but he was doing a lot of things. And this is the thing that fans don't watch. Klopp is he loves all that intricate, nice pass, Salah running, Mane cutting. But there are other things that the team is doing that is creating that effect. And those are the things that Milner was doing. So I gave him a 6 for that. Naby, same thing. This is not the Naby that we are accustomed to. Gets the ball, dribble, drop a shoulder, and dribble like 3 or 4, and, you know, doing those tiki-taka Iniesta stuff. He didn't do that. Today, he was doing that genie stuff, the stuff that we don't appreciate until after the game or when the person is not there, you know? And Naby was doing that. This is a whole different Naby. And I'm giving him a 7 because he didn't look pretty. He didn't do the sexy stuff. Some people were talking about, well, if we didn't win, we would have been talking about Naby. If we didn't win, it's not about Naby. That would be the whole team. My concern have always been our scoring prowess. We can score, but when we don't, it always affects the rest of the team. So I'm glad that Bobby came off the bench and scored. Jota, his predator stuff from last year, and Salah, the Pharaoh, just put the ball in the back of the net. So Naby gets a 7. Ox, 5. He didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do anything to pull trees either. You know, he was too quiet. He was the one who's supposed to be pushing a little bit forward when he was with Milner and Naby, but he didn't do too much. He was trying this volley shot that he tried. I think he did 2 times and nothing happened. Eventually, stop, hold the ball, pass it to somebody else. Ox needs to get his game back up, and, you know, especially his mental fitness. Jota, 7. When Jota doesn't do nothing, he just still gets a 7, because guess what? He scored the goal. If he didn't score the goal, I'll give him a 6. But, you know, the thing that I was concerned was, and it's also part of, he hasn't played with the front 2 in a very long time. So he was misplacing quite a bit of passes, which is kind of frustrating. I think that's why Klopp moved him and brought Firmino in. Mane, nickname El Dios. Mane is coming back. The sharpness of Mane, the man that we know, where he goes forward, he comes back. The frustrating Mane, where he stop and go Mane. Any defender who defend a player like that is always mad and just keep kicking him. That's the Mane. He's not there yet, but he's coming. And we could see the mental sharpness. We could see his movement. We could see his quickness, his mental decisiveness. That is the Mane that we are accustomed to. Last year, he struggled. He told everybody that's my worst year in my life. So this year, expect Mane to do big things. He might not score a lot of goals, But I promise you, he is going to be the reason why we win a lot of games. Salah. I mean, what can we say about Salah? The Don Dada, you know, the Pharaoh himself. I mean, one thing that I'm going to say, forget about the goal, the two assists that he gave. I looked more than that. Salah looks very happy. Salah is now doing community work where he is passing the ball. A couple of times he should have shot, but he just tried to score it to somebody else to score the goal. His passes was just like, I really want you to score. You know, he like the front three is starting to look like the old front three that we are accustomed to. You know, because you know, a lot of times, especially last year, everybody was on his throat. Why he's so selfish? Why he's so that? A lot of times, yes, he does not look, that sounds like he's not being well appreciated. But hey, rivals, stop hating on us. We love Salah. Does he frustrate us sometimes? Yes, that's everybody. Guess what? You can't tell us that we don't appreciate it. We do appreciate it. And those people who talk trash about Salah wearing the Liverpool jersey or logo, they're not LFC fans. So let's move on. I gave Salah, Pharaoh 9. I mean, what else can I do? And my man of the match is Salah. I shout out to Matip because Matip did play very well, you know. Like I said in my old videos, Matip to me right now, he's the best defender in the team right now, the best center back. Virgil's not there yet. When Virgil comes back, he'll be taking the keys to the castle. But as of now, Matip is our guy. And guess what, guys? We got Konate and Gomez on the bench. So all you people, why we don't sign any people? And we didn't have Thiago, we didn't have Hendo. Klopp, all I'm going to say is, he said, I'm glad football is back. And hey, guys, we need to give a shout out to Norwich fans because they pull up a show up at the Carroll Road Stadium. I hope I said it right. And next game, we play Burnley. It's going to be at Anfield. So you guys know that place is going to be rocking. Anyway, let's look at some of the... I'm going to do a quick rundown, like I said. But hey, guys, share, subscribe, like, notification button, please. Comment. I want to see, I want to hear, I want to read what you guys think about this game week 1 and my analysis about it. I'm pretty sure somebody doesn't agree with me, but hey, that's my opinion. But let's look at some of these games that went on over the weekend. I mean, we're going to talk about a few that stands out. Let's start with the one that's kicked everything off. Brentford versus Arsenal. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Yeah, so Arsenal looked like they were not ready. They looked like they didn't even had a preseason. I mean, what kind of plan or tactics were they running out there? What happened to all the guys? Yeah, later on we heard that Obama and like I said, ill. What happened to William? What happened to all the other guys who's supposed to make this team top 4, as they've been saying? You have Ben White, and how do you, the first goal, okay, first goal, they got you. But the second goal, every team or every coach tells their players, thou shalt not let the ball bounce. How do you guys let the ball bounce? And that was over a throw-in. Oh my goodness. Brentford, I would say that they came in to fight. They didn't care. They were like, this stand is not the, it's not bigger than the light and the glamour. It wasn't too big for us. We come in to fight. And to me, they were making rounds, they were passes. Yes, they were sitting back a lot and trying to hit them in the counterattack. But guess what? It worked. Hey, at the end of the day, did it work? Yes. They remind me of Sheffield United when they first came to the league. Same thing, no fear. Just they have a plan and they stick to it. Yep. So yeah, Arsenal, y'all got some. I'm not going to do this Arteta out to stuff like that. I'll bring the goodness in for them to talk about Arteta. But yeah, you guys might not even break top 10. Anyway, Man U and Leeds. Bielsa, everybody gives this man a lot of praise, but you keep making the same mistakes. You went to Old Trafford last year, they gave you 6. And you go there this year, you open it up again. And especially how Pogba and Bruno and all these guys, everybody's excited. It's the first game in OT. Why? They got hit with 5. You know, Pogba played very well. Bruno also played very well. You know, we didn't get much say about Sancho. I didn't see much from him anyway. So there's not much I can say. Also, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Hey, that game was beautiful. Alonso's free kick, whoa, that was something else. Chelsea, this kid, well, I forgot what's his name? Center back, me and Frank talked about him, what was it, a couple of days ago, Thursday. If I were you, I'll keep him rather than spending money on Kunde or whatever his name is. You don't need him from Sevilla. Keep this kid. That Thunderbolt's goal was amazing. That's how, you know, I mean, the man was emotional. That's a beautiful sight to see. The fence is rocking. Stamford Bridge is just kicking. Hey, if I were you, why buy another defender, you know? And last but not the least, Tottenham versus City. Tottenham versus City, I don't know, but this is what I like about coaching. Harry Kane, were you paying attention? These guys, like when you have a great coach and you have a coach that players want to play for him. I've never seen Tottenham play like this. The last time I saw them play like this was when in Champions League, when they played Ajax in the semifinals on the round 2, when they came from behind. I mean, everybody was playing. I know Song is the man of the match, but I'm gonna give a shout out to Dele Alli because the man was doing things that Dele Alli normally does not do. And he was busting his behind, and the whole team played very well. That's the importance of having a good coach. It's not all about let's go buy more players, let's go buy more players, let's go buy more players. No, all you need is to have a system, a plan, and then work your plan. So Tottenham, kudos. City, you all need to watch out. You can't slow down like last year. You're not going to catch up. Grealish, you're not in Aston Villa anymore. You better step your game up because the 100 million pressure is coming. I promise you. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I'm very excited. Football is back. EPL is back. I know La Liga and Bundesliga also had theirs. Serie A was going on. I didn't get a chance to watch them, so I don't want to make a fool out of myself and talk about it. But guys, thank you so much. I'll be back on Tuesday. Check me out. I appreciate you. This is Archie, Quincy Bowl TV. Peace.